Arctic fox facts. These small, hardy opportunists are beautifully adapted to harsh yearly cycles of severe cold, starvation and abundance, and have conquered the majority of land within the Arctic Circle. Arctic foxes can be found on any land north of the Arctic Circle, across from Canada to Russia, Europe, Greenland, and Iceland. They are usually found in Arctic tundra and usually stay in the coastal region. Arctic fox fur changes seasonally. In the winter, they sport fluffy white coats that blend into the snow. In the summer they shed these coats for brownish or grayish, shorter fur that helps them camouflage into bare rocks and dirt. Arctic foxes are opportunistic omnivores and very curious. They will eat almost anything. While they prefer to hunt and catch small animals, they will also consume insects, fruit, and even carrion. Arctic foxes are monogamous, meaning they mate for life. They can have 2 litters in a season and will emerge from the den at about 4 weeks old, staying with the male and learning to hunt. In their home in the Arctic tundra, food can be scarce. Because of this, Arctic foxes will eat almost anything, including rodents, birds, insects, and even carrion. In the summer months when food is plentiful, they will hide extra food under rocks to sustain them in the winter. Diet at the zoo: mice, chicks, fruits, vegetables, greens, and canine chow. They are sometimes referred to as the polar fox, the white fox or snow fox. They have large fluffy tails, and these rare specimens tend to occupy coastal habitats where they blend in with exposed rock. They live in family groups of male, female and their kits. Although the white morph is the only one to dramatically change color over the year, all Arctic foxes shed and regrow their coats to adapt to seasonal temperatures. Their coats are around 200% denser in winter than in summer. While studies of this elusive animal are not extensive, researchers have found evidence to suggest many wild Arctic foxes don't live past a few years in the wild, with many not making past the first year, due to the harsh living conditions and number of predators. Arctic foxes produce the largest litter of any mammal in the order Carnivora, up to 25 kits in one go. This is thought to be an adaptation to the low survivability rates of kits in their highly demanding Arctic habitat. Arctic foxes can have 2 litters a season. They are monogamous, meaning they mate for life. Similar to polar bears, Arctic foxes have dark skin under their white coats, which is better at retaining heat in their freezing cold habitat. Arctic foxes don't hibernate through the winter, but they do have the ability to alter their metabolism through the seasons. Sporting the most insulating fur of any mammal, and the only furry footpads in the family Canidae, Arctic foxes are well equipped to face the bitter cold of the Arctic winter. In addition to that, they are capable of gaining up to 50% of their weight in extra fat during the summer. Their basal metabolic rate can change by as much as 36%, slowing down in the winter to conserve energy and then speeding up in summer when it's time for breeding and rebuilding their fat reserves. Arctic foxes have incredibly keen noses. They are capable of smelling a polar bear kill from as far as 40 kilometers away, and can sniff out a frozen lemming beneath 70 centimeters of snow. They are also thought to actively track down polar bears in the hopes of scavenging on their kills. When they have sniffed out a lemming burrowing under the snow, they will jump in the air and nose dive into the snow to catch their prey. Less than 5% of Arctic foxes are fully nomadic, and these tend to be found in areas where food is consistently scarce year-round, where they can travel thousands of kilometers in search. Despite their species being listed globally as least concern, Scandinavian Arctic foxes are critically endangered, with less than 150 adults in Norway, Sweden, Finland and the Kola Peninsula combined. It is thought that a surge in fur prices during the early 20th century reduced their population so much that they are struggling to recover despite rigorous protection.